Here at Alaskan Ram Travel Adventures, we've had several folks contact us and ask about our inside shower. Alaskan campers don't come with an inside shower. It's not an option, and there's really not a lot of space to add one. So we kind of handcrafted our own solution. So our shower was designed to fit underneath the metal bracket that holds up our Engel MT45 refrigerator. Let me get it out and show you. It's a little bit of a tight fit, but it comes out pretty easily. So let's take it inside and I'll show you how to set it up. So we've got the shower back here in the Alaskan, and I'll spend a couple of minutes showing you how to set it up. But before we start, let me tell you a little bit how we constructed this. So this is a plastic feed bucket from Tractor Supply, our local tractor store, and all we did was cut the plastic off, or the bucket off, so it was just the right height to slide underneath that metal refrigerator bracket we showed you a minute ago. With it cut off, we had to put some rubber or kind of plasticky rubber trim around the inside, and that's going to hold the shower curtain in while you're showering. You'll see more of that in just a minute. You might notice we've got some cardboard here, cardboard disc, and just a piece of plastic. What this does is it just kind of holds the shower curtain and everything down inside the bin here, because our Engel refrigerator breathes from the bottom. It's got a couple of vents on the bottom, so it's really important to not obstruct that airflow. So let's go ahead and take it apart. You just pop this rod out and the cardboard disc, and now you'll notice we've got a shower curtain in here. So I'm going to set it down on the floor, and we'll go ahead and stretch the shower curtain out and hang it up. Well, the shower curtain setup is really quite simple. So what we've got, this is two cloth kind of fast dry shower curtains I bought off Amazon and sewed them up into this kind of a cone shaped shower curtain with some straps that hang from the ceiling. And you might notice here on the back side, let me fumble it around here a bit, but there's an 84-inch long zipper that I sewed into it. Probably spent a whole night sewing on this thing, or maybe even 2 nights sewing, but it's got a nice big zipper with a flap behind the zipper to prevent water from coming through the zipper. So anyway, before I get it completely hung on the ceiling, I want to show you kind of what else we have down in here. So down inside here, we've got some plastic bins that we use to hold our shower stuff, you know, the soap and bar soap, shampoo, and those types of things. So we'll show you more of that in just a minute. We've got also a bundle of hoses down in here. So kind of splitting them up here. This is our Oxygenics shower head that we clip onto the sink. It's got a quick disconnect, so we'll hook that up in just a moment. And then in my other hand here, this is a bilge pump for a boat that we rigged up with some hose and some wire and a switch, and we use this to pump the shower basin water when we're finished showering into the sink here, so that it'll drain down into our gray tank. So we'll set that aside, and we'll show you more of that in just a moment as well. So that's it. It's an empty bin here now, and the shower curtain. So as soon as I finagle here, and I'll go ahead and call for Heather here, and she'll help me set this all up. So we've got these kind of little mini carabiners. We've got them color coded. If you'll notice, there's green and red on here. So the red ones go on the right hand side of the camper and the green ones on the left. So it kind of helps us sort this thing out. That way we can set it up more easily each time. So if you lift these doors up, there's some small rings on the inside of the door. Go ahead. And these carabiners just clip into those rings. Pretty simple. So now all we have to do is hook up the shower head and we'll be ready to take our shower. So we'll just kind of uncoil the shower head here, run it over the top of the shower curtain, And then we'll take the hose. We've got a quick disconnect here on the hose, and I'm mating a special fitting that we've screwed on to the faucet here. All these parts just came from Amazon, and you just snap that in place and you're ready to take your shower. So usually right before we start our shower, the other person jumps up in the cab over to open the fantastic vent fan, turn it on, and make sure it's blowing the air out so we can help exhaust some of the steam that's created during the showering process. You just unlatch it, raise the lid up, turn it on, and then we just crack the back window a bit to allow a little fresh air in and help the steam escape through the fan. Lastly, drop the blinds, and you're pretty much ready to go. Well, hello there. Hey, you guys watching me shower? I guess you're not doing it yet because we're not finished getting everything set up. So here on the inside, we draped our shower head over earlier. It's got some Velcro on it. We'll just stick it up here on the ceiling. That should hold that nicely. And then earlier I showed you these plastic bins that we created just out of some old shampoo bottles. And they got some carabiners on them, got some drain holes in them. And we just take these things, clip them on this diagonal strap across the middle of the shower here. And it gives us a place to put our bar soap, our shampoo bottles, and those types of things. Got a hook here to hook your washcloth if you'd like, because there's not a lot of room to bend down and pick something up if you drop it, so you kind of have to be prepared and have everything organized. So if you'll excuse me, I'm off to take a shower. So you're finished with your shower. Let me talk you through the cleanup process. The tub I'm standing in holds about 2.5 gallons of water. And for us, that's about the right amount of water to take a pretty nice shower. Of course, you got to shut the water off while you're soaping up and those types of things. You can't just leave the water run. But for us, it allows us to boondock and you get a nice clean shower. The pump I showed you earlier, it's got a check valve, kind of a homemade check valve that I made. It's got just a marble in there, a ball check, and it allows the soapy water to come out but not drain back down into the tub. So you're done. You're standing in your 2 or so gallons of water. Drop your pump down into the soapy water, and up top here there's a little switch. So you just push this switch, the pump kicks on, pumps the soapy water into the sink. From the sink it drains down into the gray tank. We'll probably shoot another video here in a week or two showing you the gray tank setup. So here's a shot of the shower curtain from a little bit further away, giving you an idea of the shape. You can see it starts round at the bottom to mate up with the tub, and then it transitions to kind of a square at the top, so you've got more elbow room for showering. And if you look at the bottom edge, I showed you earlier, but that shower curtain has kind of a small plastic hula hoop type thing in it, sewn into it, so that it locks into that top edge of the tub, so that no matter how hard you pull on the shower curtain, it doesn't want to come up out of the tub. So it obviously prevents a lot of water spills. It's a pretty good setup. We've used it for a couple of years now, and it works really well. Well, hey, thanks for sharing a few minutes with us to have a look at our solution to an inside shower on a 10-foot Alaskan camper. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe and maybe share it with a friend. And if you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comments down below and I'll try and answer your questions just as quick as I can. See you next time.